is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander now having won the chip? Is he now officially the greatest Canadian basketball player of all time?
Yeah, I think even if people want to compare Shea and Steve Nash, like I think it's tough. Like, what do you hold up for Steve Nash? Like, obviously, a lot of the national team, was very inspiring in 2000, but didn't medal. Nash has the two MVPs, I guess,
Yep.
is the one that you can put on him. Has a podcast with LeBron. But other than that,
That might be
Shea's
a
got
point.
it.
That might be a point for Shai,
It's
actually.
like a minus one. No, like I think Shea's clearly there. And I think
Yeah.
Shea's clearly there because the resume is gonna keep building. Like whether they
Yeah.
win
Oh
a
yeah.
championship
Oh yeah.
again, whether he
Yeah.
wins MVP again, like the all NBAs, the all-star appearances, all of that stuff, like he's gonna stack those up. So even if you don't think the resume is enough right now, this is not where he's gonna finish. So I think clear cut, like he is the best Canadian ever, and like on his way to just like creating a separation.
Yeah, and you know what? I know this sounds really obvious, especially to younger people right now, because they're like, of course, like, you know what I mean? Like, look at Shea. Like, I got to tell you, if you weren't around for Steve Nash, like, you probably can't understand like just how much he changed the game and how much he
Yeah,
was like
it's
the
the
darling of the
legacy
league.
legacy of the 7 seconds or less suns and
Yeah,
all of that stuff, right? Yeah.
and he was also just so good, man. Like, still for me, like, it's honestly between. It's neck and neck for me between him or Jokic in terms of who's the most creative passer I've seen.
Sure. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
just
yeah.
we're talking just straight creativity. And by the way, we can talk about just raw numbers too. 'Cause I think Steve Nash is like fifth all time in assists, so it's not like he doesn't have the numbers to back it up too. But Steve Nash was also like incredible. But I do think that the championship alone, because I think the one thing is like people knock Shea for maybe like OKC's so good, especially the defense around him, that like you could put a lot of stars in this position and win. And I just really disagree with that idea. Like maybe you could say that for like maybe what Tatum did for Boston last year. I can't say that for Shea because OKC as a team fundamentally don't really have an offense outside of Shea.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
it's like you need a player who can play that level of defense and not compromise how good OKC is on defense, while also being able to get his own over and over and over again. This guy averaged 32.7 points, man. Like that's absurd.
No,
That's absurd.
He had one of the best seasons just basically like ever for like an NBA player. Like you stack up all the accolades, all the stats, even
I
bringing
think he's
in.
the last leading scorer of the league since Shaq to win the title.
Well, it's crazy too because
That's like 25 years.
I'm just gonna pull this up because I know there was a stat going around too about just guys to win MVP, regular season MVP, and Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I actually
then-
was gonna come on to ask you guys if you want to
Okay.
guess who were the last couple, because as to no one's surprise, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the Finals MVP. A couple of fun stats that come out of that. So from Show Keeks, we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander averaged 29.9 points this playoffs, the most by a Canadian in a championship run in NBA history.
Who's
God.
even
This is
remotely close?
Cana-
Like Jamal
this is-
Murray with
This
25.
is
Well, absolutely.
This is Canadian engagement farming.
It is Canadian engagement
Wait, how
farming,
close
but
did
at the
Jamal
same
Murray
time
come to
too.
this?
Entirely, but at the same time too, just like when we started talking about this kind of like idea of like best ever Canadian, like if you're having every record and every stat and every accolade,
Yeah.
it's hard to argue against that.
Jamal Murray might be the closest, actually.
No, Jamal Murray has to be the closest because he did obviously do really really well for the Nuggets as a number 2 option.
Yeah.
He had like a 30-point triple double, I think, maybe. Yeah.
Also, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, first player to win MVP and championship in the same season since Steph Curry in 2015. And then yes, going back to Alex's point, when was the last time a player won MVP and Finals MVP? Guys, who do you have in mind?
Yeah, you
I
can
also
guess,
think you have
you
the
can
list.
guess as
Will?
well because I got the full list.
With the last player or just all the players who have done this?
Well, let's go with the last player, but then you can name all the players after that. So the last player to win MVP and
Yeah.
Finals MVP.
Last player to do that, LeBron.
Yeah,
It is
podcaster.
LeBron James.
Yeah,
He did it
2012?
twice, 2012 and 2013.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough, yeah.
It's so funny Steph doesn't get on that list because Iguodala won the Finals MVP
Yeah,
in
I know.
2015.
It's crazy. It's actually really crazy that that's the case.
They gotta
Okay.
redo that one, man.
Before
Okay.
that, I mean,
People were getting so gassed up off Iguodala guarding LeBron. I'm like, he averaged 30, 10, and 10 still.
Yo,
That's
but
that's
his
the
effective
power of
field goal
LeBron,
based-
to be
yo,
honest. Yeah,
No, this is the
Field goal was low.
PJ. This is the PJ Tucker held Kevin Durant to 47 points corollary.
absolutely.
Oh my god.
All right, Will, how many can you guess? So I can tell you outside
the
of
total
LeBron,
number?
there's 7 more, I believe.
7 more.
players.
Okay, Shaq did it.
Shaq is
2000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I missing anyone between Shaq and LeBron?
Yeah.
I'm missing someone between.
Another
Shaq.
Actually,
iconic.
Shaq has not won MVP and Finals MVP in the same season.
2000.
2000? I don't
Yeah.
have it on this NBA list. Okay.
Yeah.
No, Alex is a certified Shaq stan, so
There we
I'm
go.
totally sure. Tim Duncan, did he do it?
He did. 2003.
Okay.
And then now you go to the 90s.
obviously MJ.
MJ
Yep.
4 times.
Bro, that's crazy.
Goat talk.
Bye. Oh man, the TJ McConnell before TJ McConnell, man.
And he missed out on a 5th one because Karl Malone stole
That's
an
right.
MVP from him one year.
Yeah, well, voter fatigue. It happens.
Another guy in the 90s.
Another guy in the '90s.
Who else
big-
won in the 90s?
big
Just like
man.
who-
Hakeem.
there you go.
Yeah,
94.
The Dream.
Now you're going to 3 guys in the 80s.
It's got to be Magic and Bird. Probably did this.
Magic and Bird. I doubt you get the 3rd one.
The third one.
83, I think, with the Sixers.
I feel
Not
like-
not Dr. J.
I was gonna say Dr. J is probably out by that point.
The other guy.
The other guy for
I love how I'm like the other guy. Like it's just Stephen Clay. Moses Malone.
Moses Malone
got
for the
MVP?
Philadelphia
I didn't know he was on
76ers.
that level, man. That's
And
good
then-
Moses, man.
I don't think any of us do.
The Angel Reese before Angel Reese.
Oh god. 1970s. There's 2 of them. You know these
Yeah.
2. They're both big men.
Bill Walton.
No.
No.
Ooh.
Race card black.
Hakeem? No, Hakeem. Kareem.
Yeah.
Kareem. And I mean, it's got
The last one, your final hint is it would be amazing if Tyrese did that tonight.
He's a New York Knick.
Oh, Bernard King?
Willis
No.
Reed when he came
Willis
to
Reed.
Olympic.
Oh, Willis
remember?
Reed, yes.
Reed.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Honestly, my 70s knowledge is not
Remember
that
when you were minus 27 years old when that happened?
strong. Oh, man, my dad loved that, man. I think my dad was just born at that time.
Yeah, but Shea joins
Unbelievable
incredible
list.
list, man.
Incredible.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Honestly, like, yeah. I mean, for me, I think I already had Shea ahead of Nash, and this is coming from somebody who, like, Steve Nash was like one of the big reasons I got into basketball in the first place. But Shea's better, bro.